There it is. I'll give you 53 points. As we go on to Let's Make a Date, which is going to feature Greg Proops. Not anyone's particularly good idea of a date, but he's going to go over there. And the other three will be sitting on these stools. And we'll be playing one of those games where the idea is to select a good person to go out with. But these people are all rather strange people, as they are now discovering, looking at the paper in front of them. And Greg has to work out just exactly who they are. So away you go, Greg.
Contestant number one.
Yeah?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I heart food, and if I was on a dish, how would you eat me?
If you were on a dish, on a plate, how would I eat you? I think I'd probably eat you whole, and then I'd ask for seconds.
Number two, what about you?
Did you hear some dogs? I'd probably just have you with some water.
Oh, okay. And number three, what about you?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
If I was on a dish, how would you eat me?
I'd eat you, I'd just eat you off the plate, I suppose, and I can guarantee you I'd crap on my own lawn.
Contestant number one.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I dig traveling to foreign places. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the place where you comes from?
I'm British through and through, but I also travel a lot myself. I like to ski and I like to holiday abroad all the time at other people's expense.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you believe a long-term relationship can last?
Absolutely not. Only with one's dietitian.
Number two, what about where you're from?
Well, it's very confining, but I like to get out, run through streams. I have plenty of passports, so I can go pretty much anywhere. Do you hear dogs?
Number three. What's your favorite thing about where you're from?
Well, everybody knows to keep their bloody stereos down! Turn the music down once in a while!
OK, Greg, have you got any idea who you've got?
Number two is an escaped convict?
Yes, well done, yes, yes.
Ooh, I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
Number three is the angry next-door neighbor?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
And number one's Lady Di.
Oh, so close!
Sarah Ferguson!
Well, that's it, Dear, oh dear, you were doing so well. You're doing so well. It was the answers about food should have given it away. Lady Di would never have eaten you up and not asked for more.
Oh.
She'd have eaten you up and thrown you up again. and haven't we all thought about that? Now let's do three of a kind, and this is for Greg, Colin, and Ryan, who in many senses are three of a kind. They just have to act out a scene. Oh, a traditional Whose Line scene. You're in a locker room, maybe having a shower after a sports game, but you're all three of a kind. You're all used car salesmen. Away you go.
Hey, take a look at this body. Not a dent on her.
Boom, boom.
Kick her if you want.
Say, how do you keep the mileage off that baby? Why, there's hardly any wear and tear.
And it comes with free air.
Listen, I like it, and I'm going to do something for you. I realize the accessories are a little bit smaller than you're used to.
Miss Gracie, let me look in the boot first.
Yeah.
Why, he's down a quart.
See? That can happen.
Oh, what about this body? It was only used once by an old lady living in Pasadena.
Really?
I like the fact that you can take the top off.
I don't know. OK, right. All right, got to stop you there. It was going so well because it's time for hats. And this is for two pairs of two, Ryan and Greg. Could you equip yourself with a box of hats and a stool and go over there? And the other two, Colin and Caroline, stool and hats over here. OK, all we've got to do is to come up with various examples using the hats of the worst possible examples of a video made for a dating agency. Starting over there with Greg and Ryan. Away you go.
Well, mostly I'm used to working with children.
We can have a nice dinner, and later I can pick up Berlin.
You want to go on a date with me? No, you don't understand. You want to go on a date with me.
I'm very keen on safe sex.
I am Vishnu, the destroyer. Come with me or perish. Date me or face the bald man.
I will make love to you till I'm 4.
Maybe we could have a little dinner and later go back to your hole.
And I've never had a boyfriend before and I don't know why.
So you want to go on a date? You don't want to go on a date, huh? Listen, I'll take you on a date. We'll have dinner, then later on a little hunka room, huh? What's the matter with you, you stupid bitch? Don't you understand English?
All hands on deck.
Your fault.
Oh.
And Claire Rayner said try one with wings, so I did.
Okay, and that's the very final game we'll be playing tonight, and totaling up the scores, I see the joint winners tonight are Greg and Colin. So well done, Greg and Colin. And the prize for winning is to read the credits in the style of my choosing. I like to do it in the style of two people looking through the Guinness Book of Records. So it just remains for me to thank Greg Proops, Caroline Quentin, Colin Mochrie, Ryan Stiles, and Richard Branch, the pianist, me, Clive Evans, and saying good night. Good night.
It's over here, right? This is the world's longest credit roll.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
You know, Ryan Stiles is the world's largest freestanding structure.
Is he really? And did you know that Chris Owens ate the most unshelled whelks of anyone in the universe?
Oh, really? Brian Lofthouse once used the word penis 50 times in 1 second.
Really? Do you know that Alison McGregor knows all the lyrics to all the songs by popular British groups of the 60s?
You're kidding.
Yes.
You know Mike Sutcliffe has the most vowels in the name Mike Sutcliffe?
Really? And did you know John F.D. Northover has the most middle initials of any director?
Really?
Yes.